FM 94.9. My name is DENIKE Demoagon. I hope you're having a swell morning.
Good morning to you. I am OLUTAYO Ogunade. Thank God it's a beautiful Friday morning. We go straight to the papers.
All right, I have the front page of the Punch right here. Inadequate database threaten SIM-NIN registration. This is coming from the NIMC as they admit deficit. Despite 129 billion naira intervention loans, agric imports hit 2.7 trillion naira. INEC says 1.4 million online registration invalid. Buhari signs anti-money laundering counter-terrorism bill. And just by the logo of the Punch, you have Nigeria's 15 million out of school children population. Frightening. This is coming from Obasanjo. Household consumption rises to 108 trillion naira. This is coming from the NBS. And to the major story on the Punch presidency. Jonathan submits APC forms today. Emefiele shuns resignation call. And there are writers to that says CBN governor entitled to stay in office 30 days to general election. Adamant appointees sue APC. INEC Yahaya Bello submits nomination forms. Buhari's resignation order to save APC candidate from loss. This is coming from the presidency. And more on the Punch. ASU VCs fear delayed admission process. Students protest spread. And more stories. Lassa fever kills 149 in 4 months, says NCDC. And Alafi, 20 princes show interest. Application ends today. Thugs attack Ondo female aspirant supporters. Several injured. And three more stories. Lagos land grabbers kill 4-year-old father, demands justice. Blasphemy. Sultan Kuka condemns students for lynching Sokoto female colleague. And finally, inside the worlds of Nigeria's deadly money ritualist. And that's it on the Punch this morning.
All right, from Premium Times, my first headline, alleged blasphemy. Police arrest 2 over lynching of Sokoto College students. Mob lynches Sokoto College students over alleged blasphemy. EFCC begins probe of APC PDP officials for money laundering. Buhari asks governing Emefiele order appointees to resign. Strike, students block Ife-Ibadan, Lagos-Abeokuta roads. All right, long-time grudges persist despite APC's Southwest leaders' photo ops. Still from Premium Times, after 38 years, SSS removes Nigerian journalists from its watch list. 2023 court joins PDP 2 lawyers in Emefiele suit despite AGF's objection. Saraki formally declares for president, pledges to ensure compliance with rule of law. SSS denies calling for Buhari's tenure elongation. Supreme Court Judge Mary Peter Adele retires, speaks on violent crimes. Buhari signs 3 bills to tackle money laundering, terrorism financing. I think we should be talking about barbarism also in this country. We'll go to another paper.
And moving to the Daily Post, revisit our request for constitutional role. Monarchs begs Senate. DSS removes top journalist Arogundade from watch list after 38 years. Deborah Samuel. Police arrest 2 over murder of female students in Sokoto, target others. 2023, Ebonyi Assembly approves undisclosed amount as loan request by Umai. Deborah Samuel, Bishop Kuka fumes over murder of female student for blasphemy in Sokoto. And more stories from the Daily Post. This one says, presidential ambition. Malami opposes moves by PDP, others to join Emefiele's suit. And CVR 13,600 registrations in Zamfara are invalid. This is coming from INEC. And we also have many injured as thugs attack APC members' convoy in Ondo. 2 more stories, and we'll be back to another. We'll go to another paper. NJC seeks appointment of 46 judicial officers ahead of 2023 election litigations. And finally, This one says 2023, Imo PDP pledges level playing ground for aspirants.
Right from Daily Trust newspaper, how neighbor kidnapped, murdered 5-year-old girl in Bochi. A real reason why political appointees, must resign. Abducted Kaduna, Abuja trained victims pay ransom to terrorists. Gumi tells federal government. Abducted Kaduna, Abuja trained victims pay ransom to terrorists. Gumi tells federal government. Ahead of APC PDP primaries, Naira crashes further as aspirants mop up dollars. Okay, still from Daily Trust newspaper. Let me take this one here. And it's federal government CITN to launch initiative to fish out taxpayers. Buhari's aide mocks Jonathan's supporters over defection. Crack among PDP governors over presidential ticket. And Oshibajo optimistic of clinching APC presidential ticket. What you do?
Moving to the Vanguard this morning, Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzor-Kalu, refuted the allegations leveled against him that he did not betray the Southeast in their quest to produce Nigeria's next president in 2023. Away from that, stop releasing misleading information against us, IPOB replies Army. 2023, ministers who failed to resign on their own, and saying that those seeking clarification from president wasting time justifies 100 million for APC expression of interest forms. This is coming from the government. And we also have House serving senator, 13 journalists escaped death at community service event. Federal government moves to eradicate poverty among PWDs. And still more on the Vanguard this morning. Information Minister, that is Mr. Lai Mohammed, explains federal government's financial interventions in health sector. WHO decries increasing online marketing for alcohol. And more from the Vanguard. Navy boasts NDLEA's marine operations with boat equipment. And two more stories from the Vanguard before we move to another paper. Edo government ready to partner groups for empowerment development. This is coming from Governor Godwin Obaseki. And finally, Akwa Ibom, Oshibajo unveils Nigeria's first coconut oil factory Friday.
You know, a friend made a post recently, and I copied it on socials. It says, I pray that this world finds God again. I pray that Nigeria finds God again. You know, could there be any reason why so many unthinkable things are happening in the country? From Anifa to, people just kill now without, they just kill. Mindless killings going on in the country and nobody's saying anything. See, the other time, the couple, Austin Odumo is already in the studio, but let's take our first commercial break. Well, the talking point will be, of course, the mindless murder in Sokoto yesterday. Good morning.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Guy, they make I run use your phone.
Sir, you went to do your clone line now.
Baba, calm down now. No be this and I while I stress you.
You know, as I link my line clone, that's the plenty bonus.
Yeah.
Yes. Once you link your line, you know, say clone will give you like 20,000 naira bonus.
20,000? 20,000 naira bonus there after I don't link it.
Yes.
Guy, take a vote. I don't go leave my now. Yeah.
This bonus now for both new and existing customers. So.
Unlimited.
Big mommy, add that bokoto we go senior school. Put 2 roundabout. Anoint the package with that slim thick shaki and
Uncle, no vex o. Which teeth you wan use eat all this orishi? That your teeth will be like where motor jam truck. E no dey worry you again.
that one na before. All thanks to the new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection.
That's right. The new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste gives you complete oral protection with fluoride and antibacterial zinc to keep your teeth strong, prevent tooth holes, and fight bacteria.
Please have to go buy my own new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste.
Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Available in a blue gel.
I've got the passion to chase my dreams, to become who I wanna be. Add my flavor to my life. be mine. Mama Door, tasty food and nutrition, cooking oil, spread and seasoning. Explore your flavor with Mama Door.
Mama Door, explore your flavor.
láìsí àní-àní àwọn lọ́gbọ́n dorí ẹja mú wọn kì í fi iléeṣẹ́ online dynamics ṣeré nídìí ètò ìrìn àjò lọ sókè òkun yálà láti gbé ṣiṣẹ́ tàbí kàwé ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìwọ àti ẹbí rẹ pàápàá jùlọ àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè bíi Canada, America, UK, Finland, Australia àti Cyprus. àǹfààní aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ ti wá ṣí sílẹ̀ fún wọn náà láti sọ àlá rẹ di òtítọ́ nínú ètò ẹ̀dínwó àtìgbàdégbà tí iléeṣẹ́ online dynamics gbé kalẹ̀ láti bá ọ ṣètò visa ticketing pẹ̀lú admission process lọ́nà ìrọ̀rùn láì fanilápòyà. You too can take advantage of online dynamics expertise and experience by joining our periodic visa, ticketing, and foreign educational package promo today. Our services at Online Dynamics give value for money. Fly with us now and pay later. Ẹ kàn sí wa lájà kẹrin Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tàbí lọ́fíìsì ìrànlọ́mọ tó wà ní 25 Oyedoku Street, Àgọ́wandé Òṣogbo. Telephone 0810-273-8145. Follow us on social media at Online Dynamics. Ẹ má gbàgbé oògùn tá a fowó ṣe ẹ̀yìn àrùn ní gbé o. Darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn lọ́gbọ́n lónìí ní Online Dynamics. Okay. I'm living the life cause I get to hey, kọ́ńbù ẹ̀kú àlejò emú gbòǹgbò ọ̀nà ẹ̀kú àlejò ẹsẹ̀ Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé ẹ̀kú àmójúbà Tizeti Network Limited pẹ̀lú Tizeti ìlò omi òjò lẹ́ẹ̀ máa lo ayélujára internet ní yàwàlù torí pé gbajúgbajà ní iléeṣẹ́ Tizeti Network Limited nídìí ìpèsè ayélujára lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà fún iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá àti olókoòwò kéékèèké lábẹ́ àbúradà Tizeti ẹ lè browse kẹ́ stream kẹ́ sì tún gbá géèmù bó ṣe wù yín láì níkọ̀sẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìlànà ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́mùkú data kèé máa ṣeré ìwọ ni kò má sọ̀fànù 12,500 naira péré lẹ́ẹ̀fì jẹ mùlá data fódìdí oṣù kan gbáko lábẹ́ àbúradà Tizeti tẹ́ ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú 59,500 naira tí wọ́n fi bá yín gbé kalẹ̀ tẹ́sí lo ayélujára fódìdí oṣù kan gbáko láì níkọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ kàn sí wifi.com.ng/oyo ẹ sì lè pe 090-8749-3040 090-8749-3040 tàbí kẹ́ ẹ tẹ àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sí internet@wifi.com.ng ayélujára ní yàwàlù Ọ̀yọ́ ló wà.
Have you heard? There's a seasoning for every meal. On the seasoning is full of flavor. Delicious, tasty. Mama's happy no. My hunger. Rich flavor. Aroma. Delicious. Mama's happy the fresh cookie. Great flavor.
Hunger, Mama's helping hand.
Here comes the Mega City Crusade, the Truth 2022. There shall be signs and wonders.
Aha! Better don't land for Ibadan City. City of Hope Foundation. Welcome now for all the Truth 2022 City-wide crusade. Where in team be the truth. Servant of God will go feed us with the word of God that day now. Prophet M.O. Olowore Baba Automatic. Bishop Francis Waleoke, PFN National President. Reverend Samson Ajetumobi, Oyo State PFN Chamo. Pastor Moses Lano, Christ Life Church, Maryland, USA. Apostle Clement Olu Olajimi, Shining Light World Outreach. Dr. Francis Bola Akijon, Church Growth International. Gospel artists will go praise God with us that day now. Evangelist Dr. Bola Are, Evangelist Dr. Bukola Kiadeshewele Jesu, and others. Date for this crusade that Thursday 16, last Saturday 18 June 2022. Venue na Liberty Stadium waiting for Ibadan. Time now 4:30 p.m. every day. Ministers Conference go show face for 9 a.m. for Thursday 16th plus Friday 17th June 2022. Now for Okeado Baptist Church, Liberty Road, Ibadan. Come know the truth and make you set yourself free. Jesus is Lord.
There shall be signs and wonders.
ẹ jẹ́ n sọ fún yín pa Zainabu bó bá ti jí láàárọ̀ yóò kọ́ jẹun tó dáa yóò wá gbé pabambarì lé lórí Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 ara ti mókùnù ọpọlọ ti jí pépé iṣẹ́ yá.
lẹ́ òjò.
káàárọ̀ Zainab ìdí nù ti fi máa pegedé lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
jọ̀ọ́ bá nọwọ́ mọ̀wé hùn.
àti pàápàá ń bi eré Didion syrup of hemoglobin ní èròjà vitamin B12 nínú tí yóò mú kọ́pọlọ àtara rẹ̀ ó jí pépé ní ìgbáradì fún àṣeyọrí tí ọ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ ń gbà gbogbo. mu ṣíbí méjì Didion péré lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú ṣíbí lásán tàbí kó pò pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun mímu ẹlẹ́rìndòdò tó bá fẹ́ràn. ọ̀yá gbéra ńlẹ̀ bí akọni pẹ̀lú Didion.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take Didion.
Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 agbára tí ń roni lágbára ẹ kàwé pélébé inú rẹ̀.
Uncle
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Yes, cavities out!
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
32 FM, 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. 32 FM 94.9. I am OLUTAYO.
And I am DENIKE Ademuagon.
Good morning to you, Austin Idumo.
Good morning, Tayo. Anike, good morning.
Good morning.
Austin is our analyst this morning. And of course, Austin Idumo, let's start off from this note. Brutality, cruelty, sadism seem to be reigning. Our morals, values, decency, and humanity seriously under attack. What is happening?
Yes, it's an act of barbarism. An unfortunate one for that matter. The gruesome murder of a female 200 level College of Education student in Sokoto yesterday. That brings to mind how we have gone so deeply in losing our humanity. No sensitivity for human life again in the context of it. Most of the time I begin to wonder when people claim to be fighting on behalf of their God or their prophet, quote and unquote. The God can fight for itself. That's the truth of the matter. If something constitutes a kind of sacrilege or demystifying a sacred being, we should allow the Lord to take his course. This extrajudicial killing, all in the name of religion. Of course, some people wouldn't want us to talk about it. They feel it's a very sensitive issue. They feel these are issues that readily or easily divide us as a people. But we can't shy away from the truth. We just have to look at it the way it is. Where is our humanity? Why this level of brutality? And one will also expect that this shouldn't have happened in the citadel of learning, because when you are educated, you are liberated. This is happening in the premises of a higher institution committed by students who are supposed to be learning. Of course, the police have said that they've been able to make some arrests. We don't want this to be the type that we have always swept under the carpet. We need to get to the root of all of this because we need to live harmoniously. We live to live together peaceably as our brother's keeper, irrespective of religion. You were first of all born a human being before you teach towards one religion, either Islam or Christianity. I don't know of any that expressly preach violence against humanity or brutality. I don't think so. So we should learn to accommodate one another and respect other people's view. And in an extreme case of blasphemy, for example, another definition is what constitutes blasphemy. Let's allow the law to take its full course. Let us not take the laws into our hands. You know, I think about last month or so, there was the news that went viral of a corporate organization that compared a particular prophet to Agege bread. We were all in this country. Heaven did not fall. Why? Because people believe that the God can fight for itself. So let us not take laws into our hands just in the guise of religion or using religion as a cover-up to take people's life extrajudicially. So the police said they have made arrests. Let government follow it up and ensure that justice is done. Because the only thing that can happen to the family of the deceased is to ensure that justice is served, so that can also serve as a deterrent to those who may be contemplating. And also look at the comment that is coming from that section of the country. I think it suggests largely that we are not really together. That is what it means.
Presidential aspirant Atiku Abubakar made a post on Twitter, but of course he deleted it.
Yes, because of election, because of vote. If you stand for something that killing the way and manner that lady was gruesomely murdered was something that should not be allowed. Why, as a presidential candidate, why should you go ahead to delete that? Because some people have spoken that, oh, if you maintain that stand, you may not get vote. All of this should stop in our country. We should stand for what is right. We should stand for sanctity of human life. We should stand for peace. We should stand for peaceful relationship. We should also stand for justice, irrespective of what that may cause us. Whether you post that this is wrong or not, it is only God that knows whether you will even win the election.
Whether killing in the name of religion or killing in the name of certain struggle that, we can't even define here. We spoke the other time about this, couple, the military officers who were killed. How come we've degenerated into, it seems we've, descended from civility to, like you said earlier, barbarism. What is happening to us? And how can we rise above this nonsense happening?
Yes, I think we have a lot of role to play, right from religious setting, a lot of issues that border on moral. We have lost our moral value as a people. Not just an act of barbarism, it's also bestiality to a large extent, wherein you see people setting another human being ablaze. You talked about the couple that was also gruesomely murdered in Imo State, and the site is online, gory site. You can't even watch it, slicing human being as if you are slicing chicken. Of course, that should stop. Let government also, let there be a value reorientation in the country. Let us preach this in our various religious center, in our various home, in our various community. Let us champion it. That is why I said earlier that it's a form of irony that this had to happen in the citadel of learning, institution of higher learning for that matter, because at that level, it shows that once you are educated, there are certain things you don't have to do. If this had happened in the market square, we would have called them ignorant people or people that are unlearned. But this is happening right in the citadel of learning. How do we marry that? So a lot of role to be played. A lot of stakeholders have to be involved. The government, the people, the parents, cleric, all over should preach this, that there is need to live together in peace without taking another's life.
Okay, moving on to today's the deadline of the submission of nomination forms for APC aspirants, and despite the controversy of Goodluck Jonathan was not aware of the form and he's not interested or something like that, the group that purchased the form, that reportedly purchased the form, are going to go ahead with submitting the forms today. And also, it's starting to seem like Godwin Emefiele is not going to heed the call to resign, because according to him, he can still be in office 30 days before the election come 2023.
If he's saying that, that is none of our business. It's just an affront against his principal, which is the president. When the president did that, some people were celebrating that, oh, the president has finally spoken. That news actually did not excite me, because why do you have to need a presidential directive to compel people to step down when they are eyeing a higher political office in the country? Emefiele met with Mr. President yesterday. Only God knows what they discussed. Of course, like I've always said, and that is my personal opinion, the Buhari administration, one thing that is sure as far as the Buhari administration is concerned is job security.
Job security.
Yes, once you are appointed, thereafter, whether you are good or bad, the president does not really bother. He does not really care. By now, should we be talking about Emefiele resigning? Should we even be looking at a situation where Emefiele will be having meeting with the president inside the presidential villa? Emefiele ought to have been dismissed, summarily dismissed. That is the way it should be. Why did former President Goodluck Jonathan sack Sanusi, the then CBN governor? Because he revealed certain sensitive information that the government at that time was unsettled with, and it was dismissed without due process. That is what should have happened to him. At the end of the day, Emefiele also said yesterday that his critic could go ahead and develop heart attack that is catching form. All of this can only happen under the negligent supervision of somebody like President Muhammadu Buhari. I'm sorry to say. How should this be happening? A custodian of our reserve, the banker of the government, the head of the bank of the government, is openly displaying partisanship, and the president is condoning that. And we have a presidential directive that all of them should go ahead and resign. And he's coming out again to say that, oh, it does not really matter. Some of them said before now, the ministers, that, they have 30 days to resign. This new law does not affect them and what have you. What we are saying is that if you think you are very popular, you can hold one position and try to use that position to secure another position. Lose your opportunity as a minister or as a political appointee. Be on the same page with other contestants so that you can go into the same contest with the principle of fairness and equity. And at the end of the day, you go and test your popularity. So whatever Emefiele is saying, it can only happen in Nigeria, and especially under President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. That the CBN governor in the history of the country, a city CBN governor is displaying open partisanship. And the president has not seen anything wrong in that. We went to meeting with him, and at the end of the day, he came out, he said that, as a matter of time, he does not know. Of course, there's no news now. News will come later. All of this shouldn't be happening.
All right. Awoke Victor on Facebook wrote, if Emefiele is struggling to obey the rule of law now, what happens if he becomes the president? Hashtag say no to tyranny.
I do not know. The issue of Emefiele, all the other ministers, of course, they can't disobey President Muhammadu Buhari's directive. The one that said he want to go and consult with his constituent. I was just imagining, if you consult with your constituent, they say, don't resign. Are you not going to disobey your principal? Was it your constituent that appointed you or President Muhammadu Buhari on the issue of Emefiele? Just in my own view is that the issue of Emefiele and former President Goodluck Jonathan is not issue that we should even be discussing. I don't know whether you feel that way too. For somebody like former President Goodluck Jonathan, yesterday we were told that former President Goodluck Jonathan has gone to register in Otoke as a member of the All Progressive Congress. Nigerian politics, the more you look, the less you see. I begin to imagine how will former President Goodluck Jonathan stand on the platform, on campaign podium of the APC. What will he be telling Nigerians?
Choices.
You understand? So that is the level we are as a country. Nobody should. I don't know. I will consult. I will do this. Former President Goodluck Jonathan is able talking about consultation under the platform of the APC. I think it's something that is shameful, and I feel that two things will happen to him. One, they will deceive him to the camp. After cross-carpeting, they will not give him the presidential ticket, and he will get to a level where he cannot go back. And his credibility and whatever respect that he has will go down automatically, and he will be sent to political oblivion. That is my personal opinion. That is what I feel. It's a matter of time. The days ahead will justify that. But for Godwin Emefiele, he's in the office because we do not have a very strong president. There's nothing wrong in nursing presidential ambition. Tayo, you want to become president. Even Denike wants to become president. I also love to become president. But what we are saying is that you are supposed to relinquish your present position.
A strong president, what do you mean? Because, but one of the reasons why Buhari was elected was because he had military training, experience, and all that. And it was one of the reasons also why Jonathan was, was not voted for. Because people felt that he was too, laid back, not strong, had no military experience, and so he couldn't tackle terrorism effectively. How do we define, is it effective leader, a strong leader? How,
When I mean strong leadership, I mean purposeful leadership.
Because it can be strong or stubborn in that sense, and obstinate on matters.
It is not being strong.
And not listening to people.
It is not being strong in the physical sense of it. Being strong and being decisive, being proactive, being purposeful. All of these have been absent in President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, where appointee will come out to even say things against presidential directive, and they still continue to hold office. That is what we are talking about. We are not saying that the president should hit the street and start whipping people. That is not what we are talking about. You must provide strong and purposeful leadership. You must lead from the front. That is what we are talking about. But most of the time, you find a situation where the president is not decisive. Look at how long a time it took the president to even come up with that directive. This will if he has said this before now, I know some of them will not be able to buy form. They wouldn't have purchased the form. Somebody that said you want to go and consult would have buy the form, because the fellow is looking at the money and say, 100 million. You saw me when I bought the form. I came to you. I consulted you. Your body language suggests that I should continue. Now you are saying that I should resign. Okay, let me go back home and consult my people whether I should stay or not.
We need to go on a break. We will be back.
You're listening to 32 FM.
Glo fún mi ní káàdì pé ológun ẹgbẹ̀rún náírà 20,000 lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ṣáà ti so nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ rẹ NIN pọ̀ mọ́ òpó ìpè Glo rẹ nípa títẹ *109#. Ó simple gan ni. Bónọ́ọ̀sì yìí tó káàdì pé ológun ẹgbẹ̀rún náírà 20,000. Ó sì wà fún àwọn oníbàárà tuntun àti àwọn oníbàárà wa tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀.
Glo Unlimited.
My people, this na the tori of Zainab. Na better food she dey chop to take start her day. Come in, show her body with the ogbonge one, the Dion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. She don dey kampe, ready to go.
Joe, Anna.
Good morning, Zainab. That na why she dey shine well for work.
Abeg, pass me the script.
And even for play. The Dion syrup of hemoglobin get vitamin B12 and protein to help fight anemia, exhaustion and fatigue. Just knack 2 spoons of the Dions every day and na so you go just dey sharp rapa. You fit take am direct or you fit mix am with juice. Show say you be champion. Take the Dions.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take the Dions.
The Dion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. Na the power to unleash. Make una read the product leaflet o.
To chase my dreams, to become who I wanna be, add my flavor to my life and make it truly mine. Mama door, taste of food and nutrition, cooking oil, spread and seasoning. Explore your flavor with Mama door.
Mama door, explore your flavor.
Angels Market ìròyìn ayọ̀ rèé fún gbogbo ará àgbègbè Aṣí Bódìjà Àkóbọ̀ Ìdí Àpẹ́ títí dé Ìwó Road pàápàá jùlọ Báṣọ̀run pé ilé ìtajà Angels Market nìkan lẹ́tí lè rí Indomie noodles Golden spaghetti òróró king pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dínwó jọjọ sí iye tẹ́ ẹ rà á lágbèni gbogbo ẹ̀yin alára tútà pátápátá nínú ọjà ńláńlá alárajẹ àti olókoòwò kéékèèké ẹ má wulẹ̀ ṣòpò láti máa dààmú kiri mọ́ ẹ wá kó ọjà yín ní ọ̀pọ̀ kú ọ̀yọ̀kú nílé ìtajà Angels Market kẹ́ ẹ sì ṣòwò kẹ́ ẹ jèrè gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn lápòlápò tàbí ní páálí.
ẹ gbọ́ o gbogbo ohun tí ẹ bá rà ní Angels Market lówó ẹ̀ ò gajara lọ.
ilé ìtajà Angels Market wà ní àdójúkọ Islamic High School Báṣọ̀run Ìbàdàn ẹ̀rọ ọ̀báraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 08033283574 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 08033283574 Angels Market gbogbo ohun tí ẹ fẹ́ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn lẹ́dínwó.
ǹlẹ́ o alábàágbé mi mo ní kí n wá bẹ̀yìn wò ni. ìyá Bíọ́lá àlàáfíà la wà. ẹ ṣeun. mo kọ yín kọ wọ́n wà ẹ̀yin náà ńkọ́. kódà ìyá mi lábúlé gan wà lálàáfíà. ìyá Bíọ́lá ṣé kò sí. mẹ́wòó ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ fún yín ò jẹ́ rí mú mi o ni mo bá ní wá fọwọ́ ara mi tún ara mi ṣe.
ẹ wọlé wá jẹ́wọ́ jàre.
àgbéyẹ̀fun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀ngá jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù tuntun dé o. ohun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ tó ń fúnrẹ́sì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù yín lójúlówó adùn àti ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù tí ò ṣeé kọ̀ sílẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
There was a farmer had a...
Hi, children. What more do you want from mommy and daddy?
I want more food. I want to play again. I want to have a ride and play on bouncing castle. I want to spend time with my mommy and my daddy.
Oh, our children. We hear you loud and clear. Our parents. 32 FM is at it again.
NGO, INGO.
The Smart Kids and Parents Hangout Season 3, where we'll all have loads of fun. Spelling bee competition, bouncing castles, slides, moving trains, food, drinks, dance, and plenty games with our kids. Spelling bee winners get 200,000 cash gifts. Date, Saturday, the 28th of May, 2022. Venue, Palm Small, Ibadan. Time, 10 a.m. Tickets, 2,000 Naira. Pick up your ticket at 32FM's office, 4th floor, Cocoa House, Dugbe. For sponsorship and further inquiries, please call Auntie Yellow on 0803-651-5050 and Tokwe Akindoyin 0803-579-6925. Children, let's have some
pẹ̀lẹ́ ọkọ mi tí n bá ti gbogbo ewé ìpapọ̀ tán kọ́ wa gbé mu nǹkan kò kú ní ìsẹ̀mí rẹ nítorí pé ọmọ ọwọ́ kò kú lójú ọwọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni ọmọ ẹsẹ̀ kò kú lójú ẹsẹ̀.
sista mi kí ló dé kílẹ̀ fẹ́ fi gbogbo àwọn ewé tẹ́ ẹ já kalẹ̀ yìí sí àti wípé ṣé ẹ mọ orúkọ táwọn ewé ń jẹ níbi pé mọ iṣẹ́ tí kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn ń ṣe lágọ̀ọ́ ara ẹ jẹ́ mọ́tò dákùn nǹkan tó ń ṣe ọmọ yín ẹ wo ọ̀tọ̀ ní nǹkan tẹ́mi ń bá bọ̀ wọ́dọ̀ yín tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́n pa àjọ̀dún ọdún kẹtàlá iléeṣẹ́ mi1 naturalist care.
tí ẹ ti yá apọ́dún 13 nù.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àǹfààní tí wọ́n wá fi kalẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn tó bá wá bí àjọ̀dún ọdún kẹtàlá àwọn olóṣù kan gbáko yìí ni pé lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ná ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ́ gbà káàdì ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ́ ṣe àyẹ̀wò láti mọ gbogbo tí máa ń ṣe yín lágọ̀ọ́ ara ẹ̀dínwó ńlá tún wà fún gbogbo àwọn oògùn tó ti iléeṣẹ́ mi1 naturalist care jáde tẹ́ ẹ bá rà lọ́jọ́ náà ó dín dín oṣù kan sì ni wọ́n fi ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ kejì oṣù karùn-ún títí di ọjọ́ kejì oṣù kẹfà.
níbo wà níbi ìpàdé wọn àti pé aago mélòó ni lójoojúmọ́.
Number 17 Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn aago 9 àárọ̀ sí 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ ni. àmọ́ ẹ mówó díẹ̀ dání o torí àti jẹ àǹfààní ẹ̀dínwó lórí àwọn oògùn tó ń ti iléeṣẹ́ mi1 naturalist care jáde tẹ́ bá rà fún ìtọ́jú ara yín lọ́jọ́ náà.
fún mi nọ́mbà wọn.
08034051533.
ní iléeṣẹ́ mi1 naturalist care àlàáfíà lójú o.
32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. This is 32 FM 94.9, the Break It Dawn newspaper review. I am DENIKE. Adimoago, welcome back.
I'm OLUTAYO. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, 32 FM. It's so terrible burning someone, and these heartless people still have the audacity to make a video. The man in the video was so confident, saying in the video that, yes, I killed her, in a country that has law and justice. The issue is that later the government will forget about the case. This happens when equality before the law is not functioning in the country, when there is no consequence for actions in the country. What a pity. No one is safe. Again, Miriam Hussein, we got your text.
Miriam Afolabi says, good morning to you in the studio. The government of today has no value for the masses' lives. The hostages' family are now paying ransom to rescue their family. We have the president as the chief security officer of the country, but still masses keep losing their lives to a series of attacks. A day won't go by without witnessing a particular news that saddens the hearts. Can the president boast of any proactive measures to strengthen security in Nigeria?
Right.
The phone lines are 0705 5000 949 0809 7949. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
This is Shagun Samayo.
All right, Shagun.
DENIKE Austin and Tayo, good morning. What happened in Sokoto yesterday was very bad. It started from the home. We, the parents, we don't teach our children. The moral value again. We are looking for money. That's what is happening to the majority of the children. 2, why are we complaining about the ministers or anybody I don't resign? It's still on Monday now. Let's wait till Monday. Immediately cannot be started by President Muhammadu Buhari with the hard established CBN. It is the National Assembly that can do that.
Thank you for your call there. Well done, Austin. Even if arrests were made, there will never be justice. It is a pity. Omoshebi Akoni, Deni, we go that. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tayo.
Good morning to you.
Austin, morning. DENIKE, good morning. This is okay. We were just talking about stuff. You said the citadel of learning. How come there is this religious intolerance? It's actually prevalent more in the citadel of learning. I have to tell you this. There is a particular professor that has a group that is...
Hello, are you there?
The two sides of the religion. So I think the first thing, like the first caller just said, it should actually start from the home. Let's actually amend, because as far as I'm concerned now, it seems our spoiled. So we should amend the way our children think and reasons. And it's the religious bodies and houses too. What they preach, what do they tell those young ones? What do they tell you and I? What do we hear? These are things we need to consider for this thing to change. This is one too many. We should please, this should stop. I think, like Austin rightly said, let's leave God to fight for himself. We should not be his PA. Good morning.
All right, thank you. Balkis Onodiron says, hello, 32 FM. To be honest, they acted out of ignorance and intolerance, extremism. People criticized Prophet Muhammad in both Makkah and Medina, yet no one was set on fire. So who is their role model? As a Muslim, I strongly condemn such heinous conduct, which is not Islamic.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Please, my take this morning.
Kindly speak up. Speak up, we'll hear you
My
better.
take this morning has to do with the statement credited to Gumi, telling the federal government to pay ransom to terrorists. I've been asking this question. Who's Gumi? The present administration says, please stop killing the Nigerians. The government has what it takes to deal with them, to get rid of these people within 7 days. What are we talking about? I'm deceiving people. I'm the voice of the people.
Thank you. 009 7000 949 0705 5000 949. Good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name, please.
My name is Alaji Olawale from Elebu.
All right.
Yes, I'm a Muslim by practice, and there was nowhere it was emphasized in the Holy Quran that one should kill anybody that made any derogatory words against our prophet. So this barbaric killing should be totally condemned, and the guy in question should be brought to the book and should be given a proper prosecution. So that's my take on this blasphemy issue.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, 0705 5000 949 009 7000 949.
Omobasharan Abiola says, good morning to everyone in the studio. My take this morning has to do with the statement credited to Gumi telling federal government to pay ransom to terrorists. Honestly, we're not serious as a country. The federal government, under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, has what it takes to get rid of these so-called gunmen within 7 days. Why refuse to deal with them ruthlessly? Thank you so much for that, Omobasharan.
Sulaiman Sharif Road, good morning, 32 FM. Let them have heart attack. It's good to have heart attack, have a lot of fun. Okay, end of quote there. What a statement. His utterances speak volume as a sign of uncompassion to the fellow citizens of the country. APC aspirants with different drama of incapability to take this country to the promised land. Sulaiman Sharif from Onara, we got your message. Okay, we can take more calls before we go. 009 7000 949. Raji Afiz Raja. Good morning, everyone in the studio. About submitting of presidential form by Jonathan. Honestly, this shows that the politicians are shameless. Goodluck Jonathan denied anything to do with the APC presidential form, but ate his own vomit eventually. I pity Jonathan. He will be disgraced and made irrelevant in Nigerian politics at the end of the primary because he will lose gallantly. God bless Nigeria.
0705 5000 949 0809 7000 949.
The caller asked, who is Gumi?
Who is Gumi? Abi, where is Gumi? Gumi is fine. Gumi is a self-appointed spokesperson for bandits, rats, terrorists, who knows so much, who have been in the forest, who knows where they are, and the federal government choose to look the other way and feel as if we do not know where they reside. They are not ghosts anyway. Then a caller said the president under the law cannot sack the CBN governor. I think that is not correct. The president can sack the CBN governor. You only need the concurrence of the Senate to be able to get that done. You can boot him out of office. In short, we were not too small under President Goodluck Jonathan. He sacked Sanusi without even recourse to the Senate, and heaven did not fall. Of course, I'm not saying that we should also replicate that in terms of not following the due process. Sanusi was away out of the country. He was coming back. He heard the news that he has been sacked, if you remember the story. So the president has the right and the power to sack the CBN governor under this circumstance. It's a political appointee. His appointment was confirmed by the Senate. He can be sacked for gross misconduct.
All right, your take on Buhari signed 3 bills to tackle money laundering, terrorism financing.
Terrorism financing, we have extant law before now. Why is it that we have not been able to tackle source of funding for this terrorist group? That's the issue. We are talking about NIM SIM leakage. Some people seem have been bad. Why? How do they, the terrorists, the bandits, how do they still coordinate their terrorist activity with their mobile phone? And nothing is happening to them. It's not just signing these bills into law. How effectively have we been able to implement some of the existing laws that we have against banditry, against terrorism? That's the issue. We need the political way to tackle this, not signing bills into law. God bless Nigeria.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. This comes again your way tomorrow, Saturday. My name is DENIKE Ademuaga.
Thank you, Austin, for coming. I am OLUTAYO Ogunade. Good morning.